Let's divide the two rational expressions here. So we have 5 divided by 2y plus 8 plus 3 over 2 divided by 3 over y to the second power minus 16 plus 1 over y plus 4. So the strategy here is to be able to combine the top expression, have one rational expression left, and then for the bottom one also to put them together first. And then you can divide after that. That's the best way to deal with these kinds of problems. So now how do we work out the top expression here? So when we come here, we can just say, all right, so the bottom here, we can just take the problem and then say, okay, we have 5 now divided by 2y plus 8 plus 3 over 2 and then work it out. Okay? So that means we got to combine, these two. You got to find the lowest common denominator. To be able to do that, you have to factor this one first, and then you can work things out. So the factor this one, so we have to use the greatest common factor, which is 2 parentheses y plus 4, because 2 can come out from here. All right? So if 2 comes out, what's going to happen? So you end up with 5 over 2 times y plus 4. All right? That is plus 3 over 2. So now what would be the lowest common denominator then when you look at this? We don't have to crack our head for that because we have 2 here, we have 2 here, so that's already good. Then we have also y plus 4. So the lowest common denominator here is going to be 2 times y plus 4. Okay, so that'll be the LCD. So if the LCD is that, so that means you have underneath here 2 times y plus 4. That's the lowest common denominator. And then by that, so because this one does not change, okay, so it stays the same thing. So that means what? That means the 5 will stay 5. It will never change. Now when it comes to this one and then the 2, there was a change. The original one, then there was a change. What is missing, or a lot of times you just think in this term. Whatever is missing here, that you have here, you multiply the top by that. Again, whatever is missing at the bottom here, that you have with the lowest common denominator, you multiply that by the top expression. So that'll be what? That'll be plus then 3 times y plus 4, because that's what is missing. All right? So once we get that, what's going to happen now? So you combine whatever you have as like terms. So 3 times y, 3 times 4. So that would give us what? That would give us then 5 plus 3y plus 12 divided by 2 times y plus 4. And that would give us what? That would give us 3y plus, because you got to combine these two, plus 17 over 2 times y plus 4. And that's what you get for the top expression. And you have to do the same thing, unfortunately, also for the bottom expression. All right? So, but we need space. All right? So I'm keeping this space for, to continue to get this problem going once we get these two. Okay? So now we come here and then we say we have 3 over y to the second power plus 1 over y plus 4. So what's happening here? So the lowest common denominator is going to be what? So we got to factor this one. Y squared minus 16 will give us what? Y plus 4, y minus 4. So this will give us 3 over y plus 4 times y minus 4. Okay? And then if we do have that, so what's happening to this? So it's plus 1 over y plus 4. Okay? So I need more space going, all right? So then what's happening here? So what's happening here is that the lowest common denominator then is going to be y plus 4 times y minus 4, because here you have y plus 4 already, okay? So this then will be equal to what? So this then will be equal to, so if I bring this one a bit up here, all right? So it's a bit messy with how, the board is used right now. So the lowest common denominator we say is going to be then equal to then y plus 4 times y minus 4, okay? So if that's what we have, so what's really happening here is that, so then the 3 stays 3 because there's nothing missing here that we have here. Everything's the same. So the 3 stays 3. Now when it comes to the second fraction here, what is it missing here that we have here? Is y minus 4. So we're going to multiply 1 by that, which is y minus 4. Okay? All right, so again, whatever is missing, here that we have here is y minus 4. And that's what we multiply that by. And then what we have is what? Is 3 plus y minus 4 over y plus 4 times y minus 4. Okay? And then what's happening is that then we can continue here. So we have y. So 3 minus 4 is going to give us what? Minus 1. Over, then we have y plus 4 times y minus 4. Okay? So that's what we have, you know, over here for the second one. So we have this one here, and then we have this one here. So that's the first one is the top expression, and then this one is the bottom expression. And then now we can now go ahead and say, let's combine them up. So that means what? That means we have this one here, which is 3y plus 17 divided by 2 times y plus 4. All right? So that's what we get. Now the division, we change it to multiplication. All right? And then we flip over the second fraction. So that would give us what? So that would give us what? Y plus 4 on the top, y minus 4 at the bottom. Next to it, over y minus 1. Are you with me? Okay? So top expression here is this one, and the bottom expression here is this one. And as we divide in, we keep the top expression as what it is, and then we change the division to multiplication, and then we flip over the bottom piece. All right? You guys good? So now we're going to simplify whatever we can. So that means y plus 4 out. Is there anything else that we can simplify? I don't see anything else. So, ladies and gentlemen, so that would give us what on the top? So we end up with 3y plus 17 times y minus 4 divided by then 2 times y minus 1. And there is nothing else that I see that we can do, you know, for this problem. So the final answer is 3y plus 17 times y minus 4 divided by 2 times y minus 1. And ladies and gentlemen, we are finished. Okay? So that's how we divide two rational expressions, which are a little bit involved, but we have more to do. Okay? Thank you.